Welcome back. So what you're going to build today is build a Java server, and I'll just catch you up quickly. So I'm building a online quiz game, and what I built so far has been an entire console architecture. So everything from login to questions, everything has been built. So now we are transitioning into the online version. So how we're going to do it? Into two parts: the backend as well as the front end. So the backend is run by something called a Springboard. So what it basically does is take a Java code and create a server. So when you enter that server number into the website, you can access the quiz. And the front end is what we want to use something called as React. I don't know much about it. I'll learn as I go and talk to you about it. So that's the aim. So what I started is I started building the user registration as well as login. So I got it to work yesterday. So now I'm going to start working on creating the quiz class, some whatever based on what has been done in the console version. I'll start building on this. So basically how it works is Springboard is basically a different Java project. So based on how what works in the console version, like basically on online version for simplicity's sake. So we're gonna build that, slowly build everything. Once we get the back end nailed down, we'll move on to the front end, so that when you enter the website in your browser, you can just play the game. That's it. That's the goal. So there's been 1 month since that last clip, and there's one major update. I could go into why I was late for 1 month, but does not matter. Then it is proof that I can do this consistently. But why I'm saying this right now is because of the gap of 1 month. I realized how much I missed YouTube and coding. And today, when I'm so tired after working all day for cooking myself dinner and everything, I want to curl up in the bed and sleep. But still, I'm doing it because this I want to prove to myself that I can do this consistently, can get better at this, make good apps, take action, and not just be in a dream world. So yeah, but on that note, I'll get back to coding because it's been a month and I don't know what I was doing a month before. I gotta stop doing this to myself. Every time I come back, it's yeah. Bye. So here's the current situation. What I was working on before I took my break was I was working on importing the hard-coded logic, where when you open the quiz app, there'll be a hard-coded question that you can just open and start using the quiz. The same thing I'm importing into the online version. But the reason I took so long because I made a great mistake. Instead of adapting the console logic, the quiz game logic to the online version, this is the online version. I did something and I started editing the code in the game itself, in the console version, not the online version, and took me a time to realize, and I was like, oh my god. Then I had to revert the changes, go back to online, and still I'm fixing, and you can see the current status. So that's on the agenda for today, and more errors to solve. Life of a coder. I have finally found the source of the errors, and I am applying the fix by correcting the format of the multiple choice question as well as the true false type question. Whew, man, I'm so tired. I'll just give you a quick update on the game session class. We finished the questions class, like all the hard-coded questions, everything related to it, controller, which fetches the required question done. So now what we are in right now is game session, which is like tracking a user while he's taking a quiz or answering a question. That's where we are right now. So yeah, well, I didn't want to do any coding today, but I didn't want to give up, and yeah, I wrote code for multiple classes. I need to add some getter and setters, and yeah,